more than password, it's Password Plus. Our guest stars are Barbara Rhoades and McLean Stevenson. And here's the host of Password Plus, Tom Kennedy.
Thank you very much. Hi, gang. Hey. Barbara, how are you, kid? Good to see you. Thanks. Oh. I want to show you something. Thank you very much. Thank you. The last time McLean Stevenson and Barbara Rhoades were on this show, we had one of the characters that came up in the course of conversation, or part of our puzzle board, was Betty Boop. And I asked Mr. Stevenson, that was before he became Buck Stevenson, I asked him, I said, do you know where Betty Boop wears her watch? And he said he didn't, and I informed him and all of America that it was on her thigh. Then later on in the program, after thinking it over a little bit, he said, you know something, Tom, I don't think you're right. And you thought it was what?
Well, I thought it was a garter.
On her thigh.
It was like the next day.
Yeah.
People, you know, I got switchboards lit up all over America. And it was impossible to think that Betty Boop would tell time by pulling up her dress.
Yes. So here's what I want you to do now. I want you to keep your hand right here, and you just hold this, and Mr. Choddiker, our... no, down here, so they can't see the thigh. Don't want, in other words, to give it away yet. This came in from one of our viewers. Not too hard. Her eyes are bulging as it is.
Don't take too long of this. It doesn't take much for me.
This says...
Stand here holding a Betty Boop.
Dear Tom, watch your show every day, etc., etc. And I have a Betty Boop doll. She says, and on her thigh, and now you may reveal, she says, it is not a watch, it is a garter. What did you do with it? Oh. So McLean was right. It is a garter. And I want to thank Alice. Isn't she cute?
Boy, I'll tell you, that woman has got the skinniest legs I've seen since I saw Harvey Korman in shorts.
That's right. And a very large head. But remember, we all do, that she was a sex symbol of the 40s and 50s. 50s and 60s, maybe.
No.
Huh?
No.
50s at least. 40s.
Well, I remember, so it couldn't have been
40s.
Yeah.
30s? Even in the 30s, the 20s? And now we're in real trouble. Anyway, Alice Marie Walker in Freeport, New York. Don't be looking up.
Might be of interest to you sports fans out there to know that Betty Boop don't wear no pants either.
That's terrible.
Hey, here's her shoe.
Hey, don't.
Oh, look, she wears clogs.
And I'll tell you something else. Now, this is really a heartbreaker. Betty Boop was made in Hong Kong. Look back here. Pass the word. You heard it here first. All right, here we go with our players. Our champion is Nancee Cohen, and over here is Eric Laurent. Eric, come in. Nancee. Hello there, Nancee. Well, now, Nancee Cohen so far had $5,600 plus $200 in this game.
Are we ahead?
Yes, you are.
Holy cow.
200 to 1. And Nancee, briefly refresh everyone's memory about you.
I'm from Irvine. I have 2 children. They're twins, 7 years old, 7 and 7.
7 and 7. Yeah.
And I'm 4th generation Californian.
Oh, yeah. Good
Not too many of us.
No, I imagine not. And Eric Laurent?
Yes, I'm a former proofreader of movie and TV scripts, and I handled pantyhose at one time.
Nothing to be ashamed of, Eric.
No, it isn't. No. I had to make a living somehow.
Oh, you made a living at it.
Well, yes.
You never get...
I'm currently unemployed and looking for another job.
I see. All right. So it's 200 for Barbara and Nancee, 100 for Eric and Buck over here. And now, here is another... Where are we? Now, having completed our first 3 $100 puzzles, from here on out, they are $200 puzzles. So, look at this, Eric and Nancee. Eric, first option is yours. Pass or play?
Pass.
Nancee.
Bulky. Fat.
No. Eric?
Slab.
Large?
No. Nancee.
Wide.
Humongous.
No, Eric, fourth and final clue.
Strip.
Bacon.
No, but that's very close because bacon is cut one of two ways. It's either cut,
Lean or fat?
well, thin or as thick is what the word is. And it goes up on the board. Of course, they couldn't say thin. That would have been an opposite. Eric and Nancee. All right, Eric, pass or play?
I'll play.
All right.
Epidermis.
Skin.
All right, now, McLean, thick and skin. This is for $200 down.
Okay. Hippopotamus.
Is it a hippopotamus? No, but a very keen observation. Eric. Eric?
Pass.
All right.
Operation.
Surgery.
Barbara, thick skin and surgery. $200 involved here.
Thick skin surgery.
All right, Nancee, here we go. And Eric. All right, Nancee.
Well.
How'd you do?
Eric.
Mend.
Heel.
Yes, good. Thick skin surgery, heel.
Okay. Is that a potbelly bypass? I have no idea what this is.
Is it a whatever he said? No. Eric? Never heard of that one.
Well, I heard of a transplant.
Well, that's yes.
Dr. Kate Smith.
Eric?
I'll play. Scratch.
Itch.
No. Nancee?
Splot.
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 Shame on you. Eric?
Indelible.
Ink.
No. Final clue, Nancee. Final clue on the final password for this puzzle.
Indelible splot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancee.
Pencil.
Line.
No, they were going for a mark. And, like a mark on furniture or something like that. But anyway,
You know what? I tried to get that once
What?
before on the show, and we couldn't get it either.
Couldn't get mark?
Couldn't get it.
Yeah, but even this time, you even had splot, you couldn't get
Couldn't
it. So,
get it. I know, it's amazing.
All right, now,
Splot, eh?
since they failed to come up with this or didn't earn that final password, we're going to go to the audience and see if they know. Now, you've all digested this material, haven't you, audience? On the count of three, your answer, please. 1, 2, 3. They say scar, and is it scar? It is a scar, indeed. Now, in the future, there is just merely a suggestion because it's very easy to be a Sunday afternoon quarterback, but instead of Splot, you might try Goodson and see what you get.
It didn't work.
Oh,
I
you
said
didn't.
Todman.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Nobody won any money, right?
That's right.
So under the new rules, what does he have to do? Give you $100? How does what happens?
Absolutely nothing. The audience gets $100. Hey! No, they don't. I was just kidding. I wish you did, but you don't.